Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Srinagi, Ayurveda and Medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about sinusitis. I know many people have this problem of sinusitis, but many people don't know how to protect yourself so that you will not come under attacks of sinusitis again and again. In Ayurveda perspective, a lot of focus has been given on prevention aspect of sinusitis, and that becomes extremely important because if you know the ways and methods how to prevent it, then definitely this sinusitis cannot cause much harm to you. But regarding this, it becomes extremely important. First, we understand what is the pathophysiology of sinusitis according to Ayurveda, and what are the do's and don'ts with which sinusitis kind of disease has developed in our body. So first thing that comes in our mind when we talk about sinusitis is pain in this orbital area, pain in this area, pain in this area, pain in these temporal regions like here, and running and blocked nose, and sometimes you feel under nose somewhere is pain like here, here, here. So that means your sinuses are being blocked. Now let's try to understand what are these sinuses. These sinuses are just hollow channels around the nasal bones, around these cheekbones, that is called maxillary sinus. Sometimes this sinusitis pain also you feel in this temporal region like this area of your head. Sometimes in bones behind the ear, there also you will feel some kind of referred pain. So the reason for this pain is like there is some kind of inflammation in these various sinuses that I have mentioned, and that means some kind of fluid got deposited into these sinuses, and this becomes very common site for any kind of infection. So that's why most of the times these sinuses, whenever there is a blockage of sinuses, it is followed by some kind of inflammation, and this inflammation is a result of some kind of bacterial or viral infection. Many times this sinusitis lasts for the period of 12 weeks, which is extremely long period, and many times it is these attacks are very recurrent, like 4 times a year or 5 times a year sometimes. So it also depends how good your immunity is. If your immunity is good, these sinusitis attacks, these sinuses will start remaining open, and this sinusitis will not be a very common problem in you. For understanding sinusitis, it becomes extremely important that we try to understand, like there are 4 types or stages of sinusitis. First is acute sinusitis. Acute sinusitis is like sudden inflammation in everything and attacked by some kind of microorganism. So whenever there is acute infection, then definitely suddenly you will start having pain here and there. So in acute infection, it becomes extremely important that you immediately rush to doctor and take the proper treatment depending on the symptoms. So they try to take symptomatic treatment and avoid self medication. Sometimes this sinusitis is subacute. In subacute sinusitis, you can use various Ayurveda remedies when a sinus attack is not too much. Sometimes this sinusitis is chronic, like it just stays with you throughout. So when this sinusitis is chronic, and definitely chronic means it is for long time and now antibiotics are not much effective on it, then this is the time that you need to change your lifestyle, your diet style, and various do's and don'ts you need to do according to Ayurveda that will help you to come out of this sinusitis problem. The cause of these sinuses or sinusitis or the imbalance that result in sinusitis, that is imbalance in pranavayu, that is because this head region, your head is the place for pranavayu, and pranavayu is the subdosha of vata dosha, and whenever there is some imbalance in pranavayu, that blocks the pitta channel, and it also causes the imbalance of Shleshmak kapha. Shleshmak kapha is that subdosha of kapha which provides all the lubrication to various channels. So Shleshmak kapha or the subdosha of kapha, that also resides in this your head area. So whenever there is imbalance in Shleshmak kapha, that is the subdosha of kapha dosh, and pranavayu, that is the subdosha of vata dosh. So whenever this imbalance happens, then that causes blockage of the channels, which results in pitta imbalance. So in short, all these three doshas got imbalanced. And whenever these pranavayu and shleshma kapha got imbalanced, that also imbalance your pitta dosh, which ultimately imbalance your digestive fire. And when your digestive fire will become imbalanced, more and more ama will be produced as a result, which is also known as toxins, and these toxins go and deposited in your these channels, which cause more imbalance of shleshma kapha and pranavayu, and ultimately it results into inflammation, which will become a very convenient spot for the toxins to get deposited, and ultimately it leads to inflammation and various kind of symptoms like pain, like headache, like blocked nose. So various these kind of symptoms happens because the deposition of various kind of toxins in your this area. As we know, this ama or this toxins, this is a very sticky kind of material which is the byproduct of undigested food, and this sticky substance that go through the channels and get deposited in the places where there is imbalance in the shleshma kapha, and it results into a formation of very sticky mucus, which is very difficult to exhale, and it causes the inflammation of your sinuses and pain. This shleshma kapha or this subdosha of kapha along with toxins clogs the channels of sinuses. Because of this, the pitta dosh get more imbalanced, and when all these three doshas got imbalanced, that cause inflammation, and the body becomes a very fragile ground for various kind of viruses, bacteria, and various kind of microbes. So what are the other reasons which can also affect your sinuses? That is air pollution. So whoever has sinusitis, try to avoid air pollution. Try to live in an area where there is more clean air. That is one of the very important factor in dealing with sinusitis. Try to avoid stress. How you can avoid stress? You can avoid stress by using various yoga techniques, that is pranayam or various kind of asanas. Even Surya Kriya is extremely beneficial for sinusitis, and if you want to learn Surya Kriya, if you want to know what is Surya Kriya and what are its benefits, you please write down to us. We will try to help you. But it is extremely beneficial because Surya means sun, so it somehow it also helps in balancing the shleshma kapha, because heat destroys kapha. That's why this Surya Kriya is extremely beneficial in sinusitis. If there is a very sudden fluctuations between hot weather and cold weather, try to avoid these fluctuations, because these fluctuations can also cause sinusitis. In addition to that, extremely late night eating, that is also not good, and staying up extremely late at night, that is also not good for sinusitis, because it causes aggravation of vata dosha. It's very important to take regular exercise daily, because it will help to balance your doshas. So best way to bring all the doshas into balance, that you do pranayam, you do yoga, you try to do meditation for stress relief. These all things are extremely beneficial. In addition to that, try to eat vata pacifying food and kapha pacifying foods. So these are the two foods which are extremely beneficial in sinusitis. So what are the vata pacifying foods and what is kapha pacifying foods? There is a link below. There are various, we have already created 2 videos. What are the do's and don'ts you need to do to pacify vata, and what are the do's and don'ts that you need to do to pacify kapha dosha. And when your main doshas of vata and kapha will be balanced, the sub doshas will get balanced automatically. That's why there is a lot of importance in of prakriti constitution in Ayurveda. And by knowing your body type, you will figure out what kind of body type you have and what are the do's and don'ts that you need to do according to your body type. So if you don't know what is your body type, there is a link below. You can click on that link, you can figure out what is your body type and try to do things according to that. So this is one way of dealing with sinusitis. Try to avoid refrigerated foods, because refrigerated foods are a lot of kapha enhancing, And when a lot of kapha, that means it will imbalance your kapha dosh and ultimately the shleshma kapha. That's why try to have hot meals whenever it is possible, and try to have fresh meals, and try to consume these fresh meals within 3 hours of cooking. In addition to that, avoid chilies and avoid extremely cold food like ice creams. They are not so beneficial for sinusitis patients. If you are somebody is dealing with sinusitis, please try to avoid all these ice creams and extreme cold drinks which you are just take out from refrigerator and drinking. So they are not so good for health. Try to have properly cooked meals which are enough warm and light to digest. Don't take extreme heavy meals like very heavy meat diet at night. So that is very difficult to digest. So try to avoid these kind of diets which are extremely difficult to digest, because they also are kapha enhancing and it cause imbalance in various kind of doshas. In addition to that, try to detoxify yourself, and there is a very simple way of detoxification. For that, you please write down to us. So there is a link below. You can go to that link and you figure out what is the Ayurveda way of detoxification. You can do it very easily, and it will help you to come over this sinusitis, and it will help as a prevention for sinusitis, because the main reason of sinusitis is deposition of toxins, and if there are no toxins in the body, or if we remove these toxins from the body, then the recurrence of sinusitis will not be so common. Try to eat organic food, it is extremely important. Try to have food which is free from chemicals and pesticides. Try to have fresh garden vegetables that are extremely beneficial. Avoid fruit like banana, because it is very kapha enhancing, so you can avoid this fruit. At the same time, you can also avoid eggplant, that is brinjal colored plant, or it is also called brinjal. That is very vata enhancing. That's why we in sinusitis we try to avoid these two things. Try to avoid skipping meals, because when you skip meals, that also cause vata imbalance. That's why try to have food on time. Whenever it is possible, try to go in the morning rising sun. That is extremely beneficial for sinusitis person. Try to have sunbathing. And what is the method of sunbathing? Again, there is a link below. You can click to that link and you can figure out what is the exact method of doing sun bath. And if your sinusitis is not so chronic, then you can take a glass of water, take 3 leaves of holy basil. That is it is very common plant. You can figure out on internet what is this holy basil. Take 3 leaves of this holy basil, just boil in this 1 cup of water for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you just switch off the burner, let it cool in the room temperature. When it becomes little warmer than the room temperature, like a temperature of tea, then you just sip it. This is extremely beneficial, because holy basil has a antiviral and antibacterial properties and also anti-inflammatory properties. That's why this syrup, this is a kind of holy basil tea. It is extremely beneficial in sinusitis, or you can also call it holy basil decoction. It is very beneficial in sinusitis. In addition to that, in avoiding sinusitis, take this much piece of ginger, remove the peel and then grate it, like this. And after that, take the juice of this grated ginger and mix half spoon of honey into it, and then you just mix it and then you can eat it. You can eat it 3 times after the food. It is extremely beneficial again for sinusitis people. And if you have sinusitis and you don't have sugar, you are not diabetic, then you can use it. It is extremely beneficial as a preventive measure for sinusitis. In addition to that, there are various yogic techniques which are extremely beneficial for sinusitis. That is, one of the technique is pranayam. It can be Nadi Shuddhi pranayam. If you don't know what is this pranayam, you please write down to us. We will send you a link which is extremely beneficial for you, because more and more pranavayu or oxygen with that will go inside our body. That will help in balancing the pranavayu of your pranavayu, the sabadosha of vata dosha in your head region. So that's why these meditations, which is extremely beneficial to help you to come out of stressful situations, and this pranayam is extremely beneficial to avoid sinusitis. So that's all for sinusitis today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions regarding sinusitis, you please write down to us. We will help you to answer your questions in the best possible way. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay blessed, and don't forget to write to us if you have any questions regarding sinusitis. Stay healthy, stay blessed. Take care. Bye.